Alright. Name drop for Kara. Ask me to do the videos for the rest of the practice test. Here we go. So number 6, we had a sailor out at sea. And I think this year we chose Gunner to be the sailor. Yeah, Gunner. And so we're looking at a UFO here. And cool, so we used tangent, but we had to switch Roozy. We had to take X and put it over there. And then bring tangent 28 down here. So don't forget if X is in the bottom, you're going to have to switch your Z and do division 80 divided by tangent 28 instead of times. Okay, next one, Frederica. Frederica is standing on a porch stoop. Here we go, Frederica. With some blonde highlights. Yeah. Go, Frederica. Okay, so let's see here. Not the best artist. Look at those fingers, only 3. What happened? Don't forget the thumb. Okay, there we go. Maybe like a, I don't know how to do it, like a shocked. Whoa! Shocked look on her face. That's it. Nice. Okay, so standing on a porch stoop, basically, right? Okay, so here we go. Here's our porch stoop. Maybe some stairs going down, possibly there. So her eyes are 15 feet from off the ground. It's all about her eyes in this problem. So 15 feet off the ground. She's looking down at a rat on some garbage that's 1.5 feet. So go ahead and draw a rat there. Awesome. Some whiskers. So we got the rat there. Awesome. So she's looking down at the rat, but the garbage is 1.5 feet off the ground. Good. And she's looking downward at an angle of 25 degrees. There we go. So looking downward at an angle of 25 degrees. How far is she from the rat? And so let's jump over to Canvas for a second to make sure. Is it her feet or her eyes? That's the question, right? Okay, let's see here. Oh, we're recording it. Good. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I looked onto Canvas. Yeah, Sophie, name drop. Thanks for the 3D Darth Vader and pen. That was amazing. So it's going to be her eyes. So how far, or Frederica, or Sophie, eyes. Here we go. Yeah, Sophie. Let's see here. So how far are her eyes? So that would be X right here, right? Okay, so since this is a right triangle we've made there, we can do SOHCAHTOA, right? We can go ahead and do SOHCAHTOA there. And so we need to label the opposite, the adjacent, and the hypotenuse. So from 25 degrees, this will be opposite. Since this is the right angle, this will be hypotenuse. So we're going to be dealing with opposite over hypotenuse. That's kind of how you do these problems, right? Is you have to label opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. Wait a second. We don't know how far her eyes are from there. We don't even have hypotenuse. I mean, we don't even have opposite. Oh, but if that's opposite, that's good to know. If that's opposite the angle, and this is hypotenuse, that means that this over here is adjacent. There we go. And they gave us 15 feet for adjacent. So we are actually going to go ahead and do adjacent because they gave it to us. 15 feet. Okay, let's see here. So remember, it's a trig function, right, of an angle is equal to something over something. Okay, so you got to figure out what the trig function is. So that's why we wrote adjacent over hypotenuse, because now we're going to remember which trig function that is. And so that trig function is going to be, so that's going to be adjacent over, so SOHCAHTOA, so it's going to be cosine. And cosine of the angle they give us is 25 degrees, is equal to adjacent, 15, divided by hypotenuse, which we don't know. We're going to go ahead and call it x. Oh, what did you say? you forgot that the rad is actually 1.5 feet off the ground. And so we're not going and doing this distance. That's the full 15, right? That's the full 15 distance. So we're going to have to go ahead and minus off the 1.5. So that means that 15 minus 1 is 14 minus a half. Oh, 13.5. So it's actually not going to be 15 at all. It's going to be 13.5. So it's okay to learn from our mistakes or try to figure out what's going on, whether we're using adjacent or opposite, or 15 or 13.5. As long as we get it right the next time we do it on the test, which I have a sneaky suspicion that there's a similar problem to this one on the test, so be ready. Okay, so now I'm going to solve for x. Oh no! But x is in the bottom, so we can't just multiply, no. We're going to have to go ahead and switcheroozy. Switcheroozy. Nice. And then, whoa, Sophie. So, oh, let's get your hair right. And there you go. Oh, consider green and yellow highlights. I don't know. Here we go. And oh, let's make your eyes better, I guess. Oh, that's still off. Oh, that looks scared as a rat, yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and switcheroozy, right? So you're going to switcheroozy. So switcheroo. So what we mean by switcheroo is the x is going to be times, so multiplied over to the other side, and the cosine 25 degrees is going to be divided down below. Switcheroozy with the x and the cosine 25. So then we use our calculator, and we do 13.5 divided by, make sure you're in degrees, divided by cosine 25. Nice. So that's going to give us 14.89, which rounds up to 14.9. And so that's going to be, for x, that distance of our hypotenuse there, which is 14.89, which is going to go ahead and round up to 14.9 to the nearest tenth. And so that'll be feet, won't it? Yeah, we did it! Woo! Cool. So the next two problems is they're going to give you the side and the other side, and they're going to give you the angle between the sides, right? The triangular room paneling, covering his triangular room. Each end was measured on one side of his room along the ceiling to the floor, measures 12 feet, while the other side measures 14 feet. The apex, the angle at the top, measures 78 degrees. Nice. What is the area of one side of this triangular room to the nearest foot? So we're going to go ahead, it's already set up with our side angle side. And there we go. Hey, stop giving me so much sass. Oh, side angle side, I get it. Okay, so it's set up to go ahead and do it now. So we're going to do 0.5, which is 1/2, right? Which is 1/2, times the side, times the other side. This is how you do it, remember? 1/2 side times side, times sine of the angle between the sides. Nice. So we're going to go ahead and plug that in our calculator and get the area of the triangle. So times 12 times 14 times the angle they gave us, sine of 78. Which is 82.16. Nice. So the area is going to be 82.16. Very good. And then we can go ahead and round that to the nearest tenth. Maybe we'll go ahead and do 82.2, which is going to go ahead and be feet squared, because we're talking about area. Feet squared. Okay, one more. Got this. So let's see here, Jiv. Or if we want to go ahead and say, yeah, Shinmin. And Stuart F., you're on your Stuart Foreman. Woo! Name drop. So there's problem number 9 we're doing next. Awesome. Yeah, Stuart. Stuart, you didn't know this, but you own a triangular piece of land. One side is fenced by 250 meters of fence. The second side has 275 meters. So the angle between the two is 98. How much land does Stuart own? Let's see, Stuart. So a triangular piece of land. One side is 250, the other side is 275, and the angle between the two is 98. So one more time, what you're going to do is 1/2, 4.5, times side, times the other side, whoop, forgot the 0, times sine of the angle in between the sides. Okay, so you want to plug that into your calculator to figure out what the area. So this is the area formula. Area, find the area. Cool. So we'll go ahead and do 0.5 times 250 times 275 times sine of 98. Yeah, best, area triangle formula. Wow, that's huge. So 34,040.46. So I'm just going to do this. Whoa, new bold magician. Bam, there's our answer. Cool. So there's our answer. And so we're going to go round it to the nearest tenth. So 34,040.5. And that's going to be meters squared. Yeah, you aced it. Aced every problem on the test now. And or on the Bell quiz. You got this. Thanks for studying hard and working hard on your test. You're the best. Keep on studying hard. Woo!